Alright guys, welcome to Let's Discuss. I wanted to talk to you guys about the new changes that will probably be coming next patch or in June when the new killer drops. In this video I'm going to show you myself playing as the doctor against a group of Survive with Friends who essentially like three of them had a purple flashlight at most probably, or some kind of flashlight. But yeah, I'm going to show you probably reasons why some survivor mains do not want to play killer, because they'll get bullied. And essentially this video, it's probably me just being, well, you'll see how it goes. But anyways, I want to talk to you guys about the changes that the developers talked about this Thursday on their Twitch live stream, or if you guys saw it on YouTube, if you guys want to go check it out, feel free to check their channel. But the main topic was about decisive strike, how they're changing it up, the way they're gonna implement a way that you'll be put in a no mither state if you were to use it. So like, let's say if you were to decisive strike, as soon as the killer like picks you up, you would essentially be put in a no heal state. You'll be injured for the rest of the game. Like if you were to run the pit perk no mither, you can't really be healed unless you are down, like to the down but not out, or on the floor crawling. That's the only time you will be healed, or be able to heal at most. But other than that, you cannot heal like completely, like all the way to healthy. Like how these three survivors, like except for the one that I just hit right here in the game, like you won't be able to be in that state. You'll be permanently injured like this Claudette right here. That's what will happen if you do D-strike as soon as possible. But in doing so, you will. It's more of like a double-edged sword, I guess. Since that's what they're doing now. So you choose whether if you want to use it early on or late game. Which most people are saying it's best to keep it till late game, not use it as soon as possible. But I kind of like the change in a way. But before you guys say, oh, well, of course you're gonna like it because you play killer. Well, yes, guys, and no, but it did take a lot of the killer's time. Like 4 seconds is a lot of time for the killer. Also, yeah, as you can see, toxic survivors teabagging. But anyways, but yeah, guys, 4 seconds is a lot, and if 4 survivors run it, that'll be 16 whole seconds. Not all at once, but when the killer actually ends up catching them. Like as the developers put it, a whole chase can take up to 40 seconds, which I don't believe 40 seconds is true. I'm pretty sure there's cases where chases last probably up to a minute, maybe 2, even 5. Because there's times where one survivor can get chased the whole game, and the other 3 will completely finish all 5 generators. But anyways, I do like the change because they'll give the killer a chance to actually probably at least get a kill, maybe 2, during a Survive with Friends group, or if the survivors are actually good. But in a way, guys, you can't say this is bad, or like, oh, they nerfed survivors completely. This isn't fun for the survivor at all. Because I've seen a bunch of comments from other people's videos when they talked about this. They're like, oh, well, it sucks for the survivor now. They can't have their fun. Well, yes, they can have their fun. It's just you can't be toxic in a way like how this game goes, like how people run essentially D-strike. Because I don't know. It's just how you guys want to put it, but this is just my opinion. I want to hear it from you guys down in the comments of what do you guys think of decisive strike. But it's just hard because some people will just complain and some people will actually accept it. But you guys let me know. But it's just pretty difficult to explain how people react as soon as it does drop. Like as soon as people start to use it at that state. But yeah, and also the other things that the developers talked about were implementing like the trapper to give an ultra rare add-on where after 20 seconds, like the traps that were not armed will arm themselves for without you having to pick them up and place them down and set them up. Which I like the change. It's nice to give the trapper something to help him because it takes quite a bit of time for the trapper to set up his traps, look for another trap, pick it up, then set it up in a different location. Because if you essentially do that majority of the game, you will lose valuable precious time as the trapper. And the trapper, I think at most takes 7 seconds, if without an add-on, like to speed it up. I think it takes about 7 seconds to set up a trap. And he has 10 traps, I believe. So that's 70 seconds in total, but you also have to account for the time it takes for him to actually move to a different area to find another trap around. So I don't know. You guys may like it, may not like it. I kind of like it because I like to play as the trapper a lot. I like him because he's pretty fun to play as, especially when you just get a random trap out of nowhere where you set one up. But yeah, it's an interesting thought of them to think about it. They're also talking about giving not giving it because they already showed it. They gave Dead Hard an animation where it would actually look like you actually did something instead of it making it look like possibly one or the other lagged. Because in times people will say, did he lag or was it Dead Hard, or did I lag? But anyways, it's nice because you could actually tell now whether it was lag or Dead Hard because they actually showed Dwight actually kind of like leaning forward, picking his hand up, kind of. Which is, yeah, it's interesting. Also, they talked about, I believe, the hatch game, where there will be no more hatch standoffs, which, finally, it's been 2 years, pretty much, since they finally talked about no more hatch standoffs. Because in a way, games would last probably 30 minutes or so. And I know a lot of people didn't like just sitting there waiting for someone to do something in order for either to catch them or to escape. For the survivors part, well, they had to wait for the killer to hit them in order to get a free escape. For the killers, they had to wait for the survivor to jump first in order for them to catch them. Which in a way I like it because at least the killers can actually stop the game for like lasting forever. I've only encountered this probably 2 or 3 times, but probably other people have encountered it multiple times. But yeah, it's just how it is. Some people, as I said before, some people like it, some people hate it. Some people are saying, well, this doesn't give the survivor a chance now to escape. Well, it's not true, because you could actually finish another generator and then the hatch will open up again. So it's just, it gives you another chance to actually escape through the hatch. Like, it's not like the killer's just gonna wait there till you do another generator. He's actually gonna go looking for you. At most, depends on how well your team does. Either you'll have 3 generators still up, or 2, however many, or 1, but there'll still be multiple generators for you to work on, and then move away as soon as you see the killer from far away coming to you. So, in a way, I do like this change. I'd rather have the killer being able to close the hatch instead of having a hatch standoff that lasts hours on end. But yeah, I want to know what you guys think in the comments about these changes that they are adding. I'm probably missing some things, but I can't quite remember. But as I said before, guys, you have to have an equal balance for both sides. You can't be just one-sided. The survivors have a lot of things that can help them essentially win. The survivors have, in total, 16 perks. Unless they have the same perk twice. Like, unless they all have self-care or they all have sprint burst, such and such. But unless they all have 4 different unique perks within each other. It's okay. While the killer only has 4 perks, and they only have a certain amount of options to counter certain perks, but not all of them. So in a way, they have to balance the game for both sides. They can't just have it one-sided every time. Because I know some people only play survivors, and then there's only some people that only play killers. Then there's some people that actually play both. It just I don't know. If you guys would actually give it a chance to play the killer, you guys would know. If you guys were to deal with this how I'm dealing, you guys would probably drop killer completely if you guys were constantly getting flashlight blind or something. But yeah, it's just difficult. But yeah, you can see a hatch standoff here, which probably lasted about a minute or two, which I couldn't do much of anything until he messed up, or if I were to swing at him. But yeah, guys, I want to hear what your guys' thoughts and opinions are. Let me know down in the comments below. And also, guys, I want to start probably doing this every Friday, maybe Saturday, talking to you guys about this. But let me know your thoughts, guys. Thoughts and opinions. I want to hear from all of you guys. So I just want to say thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to leave a like, share, comment, subscribe. If you guys want more content, well, more of these let's discusses in the future, let me know down in the comments below. And as always, remember, gamers, keep on gaming. Take care, everyone.